how the offense can improve with Trey Lance. I'm a little baffled at the Niners offseason. They're so close to being the best team in the league. I think they're at the sixth best Super Bowl odds right now. If they just made a couple all-in moves, they could have had the best odds to win a Super Bowl. I mean, look at how the Rams Super Bowl odds changed when they traded for Matthew Stafford. They won the offseason, then they won the Super Bowl. But it's possible that the Niners' big improvement is something that odds makers can't detect because they haven't seen practice. It's possible the big improvement is just Trey Lance. Like, I was really down on Jimmy Garoppolo. And I felt that last year he was the biggest limiting factor on the team, on the offense. He was the weakest link. And that had they just had Trey Lance last year as a rookie, they would have won the Super Bowl. That's my working hypothesis. So maybe that's still the case now. I think the team is a little bit weaker now, younger, but weaker. But just swapping out Garoppolo for Lance is going to be interesting. Now, the offensive line, pass protection is an issue, but this guy can move. Turnover differential has been an issue for the Niners. This guy doesn't turn the ball over as much. He can move. He can protect the football. He's a winner too, just like Jimmy Garoppolo. He never lost in college. So what I think you're going to see from this, most likely, is that even though the Niners have added one player on offense in free agency, Ray-Ray McCloud, the offense is going to be better. Because, one, the biggest limiting factor is gone. They're no longer be playing in this little phone booth anymore. They'll be able to throw the ball toward the sideline, down the field. They'll be able to do play-action passes. They'll be able to move the pocket. Jimmy can't do any of these things. You'll be able to fake a handoff and have Trey Lance run all the way over there and set up and throw down the field. These are elements you couldn't see before. I think the offense should have – it was 16th in yards per carry. It should be top 10, even with a weak offensive line. Sacks should go down, even with a weak offensive line, because Trey Lance can break tackles. Now, he's going to get hit a lot if they don't improve this offensive line, but he can literally break tackles, make guys miss. It's one of the best things about him. He doesn't get sacked easily. So I think these are going to be – you're going to see a team that commits fewer turnovers, has more big plays. And then I haven't even mentioned him running past the line of scrimmage. That's the icing. That's what I like so much about Trey Lance. He's one of these mobile quarterbacks who literally doesn't want to do that. Kyle makes him do it, but when you see him in practice, he will break the line of scrimmage as a last resort. He's always trying to use his legs to throw, but on that key 3rd and 4 or that key 3rd and goal, he can run, score the touchdown. I'm curious to see how that works. But I do think this offense is going to be better. It's interesting that the Niners are putting all of their resources in the offseason into special teamers who play defense. They seem pretty content with the offense, which is consistently worse than the defense. Well, maybe it's because they do have high hopes for Trey Lance. They can't say it because the minute they say Trey Lance is the starting quarterback, that means Jimmy Garoppolo is the backup and whatever 2 second-round picks they're trying to get for him is out the window. So they have to keep this charade up that he's the first round, that he's the starter until they eventually cut him, if they cut him. Because the offense isn't going to win. If Jimmy Garoppolo is the quarterback this year, Jimmy Garoppolo in an offense without Laken Tomlinson, and I mean, how would the offense be better? It's only taking a step back. Ray-Ray McCloud is going to be the difference. No, the reason the offense has upside is Lance. So that's a good thing. And that's what gives me hope that the Niners really do anticipate giving the team to Lance, because you saw how far this team went with Jimmy last year. The team is not as good on paper. So what's the upside? Oh, well, new quarterback. Okay. All right. Fair enough. That's the way I look at it. And they're probably going to draft a wide receiver in the pretty early in the draft. But the offense can and should improve with Trey. I don't know if it will. He's a big unknown. But just not having the limitations, being able to throw down the field. He's not going to have the same completion percentage as Jimmy Garoppolo, but he's not going to throw an endless string of checkdowns. So the offense should be much more difficult to stop. It should be sort of only limited by Trey Lance's inexperience and maybe inaccuracy, but not limited by anything else. You want to throw down the field? Great. You want to run with the quarterback? Great. You want to anything you want to do. I'm excited to see that because I've really seen enough of the Jimmy Garoppolo offense.